Hey, it's Jim DeRogatis from the Chicago Sun-Times here again. We are 90 minutes away from the end of the 5th Lollapalooza in Grant Park. Although my workday is far from done. Actually, the most anticipated set of the weekend happens as an after show that the 75,000 people who paid to be here today aren't going to get to see, or only a mere fraction of them. 175th, perhaps. That's going to be at Metro, starting at midnight, which means like 1:30 or 2 in the morning, as John Paul Jones of Led Zeppelin and Dave Grohl of the Foo Fighters and Nirvana and Josh Homme of Queens of the Stone Age tried out their new supergroup, Them Crooked Vultures. So I think it'll be about a 17-hour day for me. But I'm not complaining. It remains the best job in the world, despite the heat today. I think I'm feeling pretty good despite all that. And Lollapalooza's come to a close again. As I said yesterday, I think it's really become something that's more about partying, being out here and having a lot of fun, and there happens to be some music on stage. The most often asked question I got all weekend when I was out in the crowds was, hey, you know who's on stage right now? So I didn't get a sense that a lot of particular hardcore fans were there. They were usually up front, whether it was for Tool or for Bats for Lashes. But the most people, I think, were here to just hang out, which is fine. As for critiquing the music, I can't say there were a lot of highlights on this last day, Sunday. I did enjoy Bat for Lashes quite a bit. She is a Pakistani-British singer and songwriter, electronic musician from Brighton, UK, who it really created this kind of enchanting vibe that was part pagan Wiccan ritual and part Renaissance fair, which is quite an accomplishment to turn this frat party into that. I really dug Dan Deacon. He is an amazing musician from Baltimore, an underground dance musician, electronic composer, who is equal parts Steve Reich and Philip Glass, that kind of classical minimalism, Kraftwerk, and Daft Punk. And there was a mass undulating sea of dancing bodies as his kind of ramshackle mini orchestra did their thing. And then there was a lot of just mediocrity. The Airborne Toxic event wants to be U2 so bad it can taste it. Silver Sun Pickups is on stage right now, a perfectly fine Los Angeles shoegazer band, that psychedelic noise guitar thing that we all love. Why they didn't play earlier in the day on a bigger stage, say right after or right before Donnie Harrison's band, the new number 2, I don't know. Why they followed Snoop Dogg, which had the largest crowd I've seen in Hutchinson Field since Radiohead's headlining slot. So that's saying something. Radiohead played unopposed. It was the only thing happening at that time last year. Snoop had a mass of people from one end of Hutchinson to the other, kind of grooving with him. He came out and trotted out every rap cliche you've ever heard within the first 10 minutes. Wave your hand in the air, ladies in the house, everybody say ho, everybody smoke weed. And then he stopped fooling around and he did a pretty good overview of his career, reminding us what he was famous for before reality television and cheap porno flicks. Other than that, man, I want to see John Paul Jones on bass and Dave Grohl on drums. I really suspect that's going to be the highlight of this weekend.